Hi, I'm Brian Trenchard-Smith. This is Trailers from Hell. Ice Cold in Alex started as a book by Christopher Landon based on his wartime experiences. It was directed by J. Lee Thompson, seen here with Gregory Peck on the set of his greatest success, The Guns of Navarone. Alex is one of the great British World War II movies, revered in the UK but largely unknown in America. Desert Attack is the title the dumb US distributor gave it after sitting on it for 3 years and cutting 48 minutes out of its 2-hour running time. It's interesting to compare different countries' poster designs for the same movie. Here's the Swedish one emphasizing the brief love scene. This publicity still is from the first version of the scene shot in daylight. More on that later. The Spanish poster translates as Toast to a Spy and features the ice-cold lager the heroes share in Alexandria. In 1958, non-alcoholic beer was unavailable, so Carlsberg lager was used for multiple takes. John Mills said he was quite drunk by the end of the scene. If you like World War II movies, check out the remastered Blu-ray. It's like Hitchcock's Lifeboat in a sea of sand. The British censor's A certificate was, quote, for mild violence, threat and language. The film's tough-minded approach didn't prevent it from becoming hugely successful in the UK. The Berlin Film Festival's International Critics Award maybe owed something to the sympathetic depiction of a German character, rare for a British film just 14 years after the war. The trailer opens, as the movie does, with newsreel footage of the Desert Campaign. I used a couple of these shots, the ones of captured soldiers, to open my remake of Humphrey Bogart's Sahara. Many of the cast and crew of Ice Cold in Alex were veterans. J. Lee Thompson was an RAF tail gunner, the most dangerous assignment on a bomber. His films often depict ordinary people thrown into extraordinary situations. Future Academy Award winner John Mills served with the Royal Engineers and perhaps drew on memories of men under pressure. He plays a battle-fatigued officer, alcoholic, nervy, irascible, on the edge of cracking up. His characterization contradicted standard depictions of masculinity and heroism in 1950s war films. The scene in which the ambulance crosses the minefield was just a few lines in the screenplay, but J. Lee Thompson decided to improvise a nail-biting suspense sequence that has been imitated many times since. Sylvia Sims gives a strong performance and is still acting in her 80th year. Harry Andrews, a Royal Artillery veteran, is best known for his military roles. Anthony Quayle spent some of the war in Albania organizing guerrilla groups. Perhaps he drew on that behind enemy lines experience in his depiction of the German soldier masquerading as a South African to cover his accent. The message of the film is that wars may be started by politicians, but are fought by brave men and women on both sides. The love scene between John Mills and Sylvia Sims had to be reshot at night because the censor said too many of her shirt buttons were undone. Ah, the 50s. But Sims is not the tag-along girl. She's in the thick of every crisis the characters face. Shooting in the Libyan desert was a rigorous experience. After a while, the cast didn't feel they were acting. As she put it, we just got on with it. Here's a powerful moment from Mills.
What do you mean, no good? It's the engine. It's boiling over. It's heating. And the seized engine won't get us to Alex. So you all want to walk, do you? All right. There's the compass. Take all the food and water you want, keep on 30 degrees for 2 days, and I hope it keeps fine for you.
After starring in The Guns of Navarone, Gregory Peck stated there were only 4 directors he could trust to tell him whether he was faking his performance or not. Alfred Hitchcock, George Cukor, William Wyler, and J. Lee Thompson. That's praise indeed. Peck also christened Thompson Mighty Mouse because of his take-charge, can-do attitude. A quality typical of World War II veterans. This is a film that came from the heart.